Hey guys, Jacob with Last Stop Waterfowl Outdoors. Hope everybody's having a great day on this Daylight Savings Sunday. We are here, me and Jackson's actually here today. We're gonna do a little bit of fishing. You can see that we've launched the boat here, and we are at St. James Boat Club in Gramercy or Lutcher, Louisiana. Not far from the house, guys. So with these rising gas prices, we're gonna be probably making a lot of videos a little bit closer to home this year, especially right now because it was a painful at the pump just now. I have to tell you, if you don't already know that, which I know you already know that. So but for non-ethanol fuel just now, $5 a gallon, guys, and that's what I run in my boat. So it's gonna be as long as these prices stay like that, we're gonna be trying to do a lot more content a little bit closer to the house. But we are here, like I said, at St. James, beautiful St. James Boat Club. We're gonna go do some fishing. I think Jackson's gonna do a little bit of sac-a-lait fishing, or a little bit of bass fishing, huh, Jack? You gonna do a little bit of bass fishing?
That's right.
A little bit of bass fishing, and I'm gonna do some sac-a-lait fishing, or also known as crappie for all of our friends up north. We're gonna do some crappie fishing. But we had a big cold front. We are 26 degrees it was this morning here in Louisiana. So we're gonna go do some fishing. Don't expect a whole lot this afternoon, but the sun is shining. Springtime's not far down the road. We're gonna go see if we can get a couple of these spawning fish. The area that we're fishing today, like I mentioned, Blind River itself has historically been around and well known for many, many years here in Louisiana. Not the greatest fishing all the time, but we've always done pretty well here. We've learned over the years a little bit how to fish it, the right times to fish it, which today is not the right time to fish it, really. We have some low water conditions. It is a tidal fishery and it's low water, so we're gonna go see if we can maybe get a couple of bites and just get out, enjoy the weather and have some fun. So we're gonna take you guys along with us. As you can see, we got the boat launched, got my Ranger Z518 on the water ready to go, and hopefully everything runs well. We took it out last weekend, looked good. Hopefully we continue that trend and go have some fun today on the water, guys. So stay tuned. This is Last Stop Waterfowl Outdoors, and we're gonna get you guys hopefully a little bit of action on the water and show you some fish. Stay tuned. All right, guys, so we are at our first spot, me and Jackson. We are basically what we're doing is we decided we're going to come to the back of these dead end cuts that we fished over the many years now, and we're going to see if we can't get some of these fish, see if they maybe not spawning, moving to the back of these cuts right now. Jackson's bass fishing and I'm sac-a-lait fishing. So I got a cork set up, 4-pound test line, something light, little Zebco Omega combo with a Academy rod. So, and we're fishing a Benoit. I got a Benoit Performance baits, a little minnow jig basically is all it is. So we're gonna see if we could get a couple of bites and go from there. But boy, it is a pretty low area for a spawning setup right here in the back of this little knockout. We've caught some beautiful sac-a-lait over the last couple of years, and also some nice bass. So try to throw on some of these lay downs and see. The water's real low this afternoon, but we're gonna see. All right, so far we haven't found a pattern yet or got any solid bites, but we're trying to hit these little lay downs like you guys see right here. So what I'm doing is I'm taking those jigs and I'm just dropping it along the edge of these laydowns. And usually that's where you're gonna pick up your bites, or as we get more into the spawn. Look at that, guys. That's what we call some Louisiana pink flamingos, if y'all could see that. Beautiful birds. I'm not sure what they call it. They got a spoon bill to them. But anyway, we out here, like I said, just trying to drop it along these laydowns. Jackson's flipping a Zoom speed worm. Oh, not a real good one right there. I'm using some light line. But you're gonna get a lot of hang-ups when you're trying to fish right along these laydowns. So don't get too frustrated with it like I do. And we'll see if we can trigger some of these bites, because with this big front coming through, it's gonna tighten these fish down. They're gonna get tight to this cover. And it's not uncommon that you're gonna see them right on the edge of these laydowns or these stumps and stuff like that. They got some huge old cypress trees in this area, so you'll have massive stumps underneath the water. From when they logged these old cypress trees back in the day. There's a lot of history in this area. And we just seen a lot of alligators today. Me and Jackson have seen so far. I don't know, they got one right over there. You guys probably can't see it yet. I had one right here, but yeah, a lot of alligators out. So spring's just around the corner. It ain't gonna be very long. So these fish should start moving up pretty shallow. Looks like we got some good lily pad fields in this area too, I noticed so far since we got here, which will be real good for a frog bite coming up on the bass. So we're gonna keep at it, see if we can try to find a little concentration of them, or hopefully get a couple of bites. Guys, if y'all can see that, all our non-Louisiana friends that watch here on the channel, you can see an alligator right here in front of me. He's tucking tail. He was a little closer to us, but he's making his way right toward the middle right here. So Jackson said, how many you spotted, Jackson? 4. We had 4 alligators right here in this one little spot. So they're definitely out this afternoon, but we just continuing to go along this grass and this structure, flip these jigs in, and not any bites yet. Not seeing a lot of action in the grass or nothing, but looking at it, water temperature is sitting at 61 degrees, which kind of surprises me. I turned on my depth finder.
I think the frog bite might already be on.
Oh, you think the frog bite could be on for the bass?
Yeah, because as we were going on the willies, or in that grass over there, I kept seeing the grass just move a bunch of
yeah.
It kept moving, and the lilies kept moving. I was like, well, maybe they're already there.
Yeah, in the spawn time, it ain't gonna be long. If it's sitting at 60-something degrees right now, you could probably catch them on a frog. But I don't see a whole lot of action. But all this grass, you guys can see the pockets in it. If that temperature gets right in the next, couple of weeks in March, should be able to catch them on a frog pretty good, get some good frog action. So, but we're gonna keep trying along this shoreline right here. And then if not, we're gonna go to another dead end cut, guys. So just stay tuned. All right, guys, so we struck out at our first spot. We are idling down now to a second dead end. Try to see if we can have a little change of pace in this other dead end that we've historically caught some fish in. So Jackson, how's the bass report? Let everybody know.
Not good.
Not good. So hey, we're gonna keep it real. At least we're gonna tell you the truth. But you guys can see we're fishing a little bit of low water with this front that came in. Like I mentioned, it dropped the water level, which we're fishing a tidal area, so that can make it tough. But man, they got some beautiful lily pads in here this year. This is our first time being back here this year, and I was told that this area did get hit pretty good by Hurricane Ida, and there was a fish kill. So I'm not sure exactly how bad that affected us, but I hope the first little dead end that we fished right here is not an indication of what it's going to be like all year long. So I really don't think it's going to be like that. I just think that everything's pushed back a little bit this year. And I think once we get a little bit of consistent warmer weather, it's going to probably turn on pretty good. So not seeing a lot of movement. The sloughs are pretty much drained out right now. You can see this slough right here. They got a little bit of water in this one, but when these fronts come through in these tidal areas, a lot of times the water drains out completely and muddies up the water. But this little area we fishing back here always tends to have pretty water. And that's what it is today. It's like it's always been when I fished it before. But anyway, it's I just hope Hurricane Ida didn't put a big licking on this area to where it affects it, you know, to where you can't catch fish for 2 or 3 years. I'm sure it did its toll somewhat, but hopefully not too bad. So we're gonna see. We're gonna continue on, go hit this next little dead end, guys, and maybe we could get a couple of bites. I had one bite I flipped in next to some grass, and I must have flipped on its head and went right down, and I set the hook, but it wasn't on. So that's just how it goes. You know how it goes. But anyways, what's that?
Late reaction.
Late reaction. I had a little bit late reaction. So, but anyway, we're gonna keep at it, guys, so y'all stay tuned. Well, I got something here. This is big, and I think it's a shoe pick. Yep. Oh yeah, he's trying to go for the trolling motor. Yep, there it goes. 4-pound test line. Can't hold up to them shoe pick. You can see, boy, he went. You can see the mud, guys, right here. It's like I saw my stopper kind of jump, and all of a sudden, man, I seen a puff of mud. There's tons of bait fish right here. You see it, Jackson? And boy, he didn't even do nothing. He was sluggish with it. He just started swimming with it. But I'm pretty sure it was a big shoe pick. So we'll never know now. It broke off. So anyway. Guys, so we are wrapping up our day here today on Blind River. It was not a good day. So basically the fishing report, from what I could tell you this much, is that if you do fish this area, the Blind River area, the spawn is a little bit behind from what I could tell today as far as the sac-a-lait and bass go. We did see a couple of fish on Jackson moving up on the trees today that you could kind of see them doing their thing. They you know, make a little bit of a movement. You can see the water moving. Just kind of getting ready to set up, I think, to go ahead and get ready for spawning. But as far as seeing a bunch of activity shallow on the banks, no, we didn't really see that today. But once again, as you guys can see here, I'll turn the camera around. It's real shallow with this front that came in last night. And it's really dropped the water. So you can see kind of the normal water level versus where it's at right now, and that really pushes those fish back. So we started trying to fish more in the middle of the channel, see if we could maybe get some bites that way, but we couldn't get any bites. We had one bite on I think it was what it was, a shoe pick, and then we had one other bite that I must have flipped in my tube jig on its head, and it hit it right away, and I kind of was delayed on my hook set, and I just missed it. But that was it. That was all we had today. So I don't think it's quite ready yet. I don't like bringing, you know, content to you guys where you don't have a good day, but it's also a report that might save you a trip if you may be thinking about coming this week. So I'm going to go ahead and share this experience and this day that we had today, scouting and looking for some fish that we had today with you guys. So not quite there yet. I think it's coming. It's gonna happen. We all know it's gonna happen. It's just a matter of when. I think once we get a couple of warm days, it's gonna be on. And what's nice about the area right now is the you know, after Hurricane Ida, from what I've seen, a lot of down trees, but a lot of good laydowns in the water in this particular area. So I think if you do fish the Blind River area, I think you'll hopefully, if we didn't have too bad of a fish kill, I think you'll do pretty well. as the spawn gets ready to kick up. So you got anything, Jackson? Jackson's quiet, not a whole lot to say. It wasn't a good day, but we saw a lot of wood ducks. That was cool. A lot of wood ducks today, large numbers of wood ducks, so glad to see that. And man, what better way to spend the day? Cool weather, fishing with my son, spending some time together, and just getting out on the water. You can't beat that, guys. So if you like the video, smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. We'd appreciate it. As always, it helps support the channel. We appreciate it. You can also visit us on our other social media platforms on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, guys. That's all we got for today. Until next time, this is Jacob and Jackson, Last Stop Waterfowl Outdoors. See y'all soon, guys. Y'all take care.